This morning, an historic deal was reached between Iran and world powers over Iran's nuclear program. Our diplomatic correspondent Herb Canon is on the line now to explain to us what this means for Israel. Herb, many are seeing this as a fail for Prime Minister Netanyahu. We've heard opposition MK Yair Lapid call for his resignation. How does Netanyahu himself view this?
Look, I mean, the Prime Minister obviously has been railing against this agreement now for the last number of months. He does not see it as a personal failure, right? I mean, the way he approaches it is that President Barack Obama wanted an agreement. He came into this thing with the strategic conception there has to be an agreement. So once you go into negotiations saying there's going to be an agreement, then come what may, there will be an agreement. So obviously he doesn't accept the criticism that it's his personal failure, and now he's calling on all the politicians. By the way, Yair Lapid, who criticized Netanyahu for the agreement, is also very opposed to the agreement itself. So there's a consensus view in Israel across the political lines, at least among the Jewish parties, right, that this is a bad agreement. The question is, what do you do now? Where do you go from here?
And what will they do now? What's Netanyahu's next move?
Look, the agreement now goes to Congress. Congress has 60 days to review it, and then they'll vote on whether or not the U.S. sanctions should be revoked. And this is going to be an interesting question or an interesting dilemma for the Prime Minister, because he has to ask himself, do I want to continue battling the U.S. president? Do I want to take a battle with President Obama over something that he sees as a legacy issue? Do I want to take that to the Congress? Can I override a veto? Can I get the 13 senators and the 50 congressmen to overwrite a presidential veto? And even if I do, and even if I win that, what do I win? Because I'm going to have this horrible relationship, even worse relationship with the president going forward. So I think he's on the horns of a dilemma right now. He's going to have to choose what's his strategy in Congress. A frontal confrontation with Obama, or trying to kind of work behind the scenes to come to some sort of understanding with the president in order to minimize what he views as the damage in the agreement.
Any guesses which way he's going to go?
Look, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. I mean, I think that, I think that the people who want to look at this and say that, this whole thing has been personal about Netanyahu and Obama, I don't think it's personal. I think that Netanyahu feels deeply in his bones that this thing is bad for Israel. And the question he's going to have to grapple with now is how to minimize that. If you go forward doing the same thing, is that good for the country's security? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna move forward. I mean, listening to some ministers today, speaking, it seems like he's going to try to, just campaign as hard as he can in Congress. There will be voices in his circle saying this isn't smart. Let's talk to the president, see if we can get some kind of strategic alliance with the U.S. Get certain things that we might not be able to get if we confront him frontally.
Okay, Herb Canon, thank you very much for that insight.
Okay, thank you.